A shocking discovery today in a posh suburban town. A teenager's body was found at the bottom of a public swimming pool, and police are trying to figure out how he died. Judy Echavez has the latest.
The calm waters of this town pool could help police solve the mysterious death of a 19-year-old Scarsdale man. At 8:43 this morning, maintenance workers discovered David Freeman's body. He was inside this pool chained to a picnic table. Detectives say Freeman's body was attached to a metal picnic bench, which was also submerged in water. Tonight, many Scarsdale residents were alarmed at hearing the news.
We were just in a state of shock. Didn't expect something like this to happen, and I think just as every other resident here in this community, our hearts go out to the parents right now.
It's shocking. It's hard to imagine in Scarsdale. I feel sorry for the parents and the close friends.
Scarsdale police are continuing to investigate. So far, their findings indicate a possible suicide. In Westchester County, Scarsdale, Judy Echavez, UPN9 News.
Cops on Long Island say a killer has confessed to a cabbie. They say 20-year-old Leonard Lanza murdered a 43-year-old acquaintance. The victim was found in his home in Merrick with his hands and feet tied. The cabbie called police after dropping Lanza off near the scene of the killing.
The story of a man who walked into a hospital and walked out a medical mistake. Get this. Doctors left a big towel inside of him. That's right, a towel. Matthew Schwartz has this I-Team exclusive report.
How angry were you?
Pretty damn angry. Very angry. I'm still very angry.
You won't believe what Thomas Pepper says nearly killed him. The Islip, Long Island resident has to remain attached to a portable vacuum that removes fluids from an infection in his chest. He says he's very sick because of a huge mistake by a surgeon.
Mr. Pepper, his wife, and their attorney say that this is what's caused his health problems. A surgical towel like this one, more than 2 feet wide, they say was left inside of Mr. Pepper at the end of his surgery for colon cancer. And they claim that it remained inside of him for 80 days.
In 20 years, I've never seen anything like this. This is the grossest situation that I've ever run across.
Well, this is an old one.
Mr. Pepper is an award-winning illustrator of architectural drawings. He used to keep in shape by walking 2 miles a day. He says that soon after the colon cancer surgery at Winthrop-University Hospital, he began feeling horrible, and nobody could figure out why.
It's been horrendous, because I used to be a healthy guy.
The Peppers say that 96 x-rays were taken, but the pictures didn't show anything wrong, because the towel didn't have a special strip in it that would show up in an x-ray, like the strip in a surgical lap sponge. Finally, after 2.5 months of pain, a doctor at another hospital operated and gave Mrs. Pepper the shocking news.
He said, I made a small incision, and he said, I pulled out a towel about this size. And I said, excuse me? I said, I thought I was hearing, it felt like a surreal kind of thing. I couldn't believe what I was hearing.
What kinds of health problems did the towel cause?
Oh,
Big problems. It caused me to have infections throughout my system. It caused me, I couldn't walk for about a month. When I got to the hospital, I came home in a wheelchair.
Mr. Pepper says the towel in his abdomen also caused a stroke and a bowel obstruction. He's suing Winthrop-University Hospital and the surgeon, Dr. Victor Gallo.
This is a classic case of he did it. You've got both the doctor blaming the nurses in the operating room for not performing a correct count. You've got the nurses blaming the doctor for using a towel that was not intended to be used in the abdomen during surgery.
We wanted to ask someone at Winthrop-University Hospital about what happened here, but a spokesman told me it's hospital policy not to talk about pending litigation, and Dr. Gallo's lawyer didn't return my calls.
I hope this is over soon, that's all.
The trial starts next week. Matthew Schwartz, UPN9 I-Team.